Please do not say fuck or bugger.
Yellow.
So yeah, reaching the final stages of Theo, which is cool. I still need to make the offhand, and just generally go over some stuff, make sure everything's kind of ready for texturing or baking rather. Oh yeah, then I need to make the low poly. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
The things you forget
Your
about when
favorite
you're
type.
having fun, just like yeah, sculpt, sculpt, sculpt. Oh wait, I need to do stuff. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad with this one.
Be anywhere near as worse as Prime and those crystals on the back, I would imagine.
Oh, those were a real dick ache.
Yeah.
Your favorite.
Yeah, all the retop. Yeah. Let's kill some creativity,
Hey.
like right now.
That bot is too good, isn't it? Like,
TMNT has mastered the subscribe button and gained level 3. Thanks for subscribing for 3 months, TMNT, and tier 2 as well. So you have access to the second thing.
Oh, did you make those badges?
Oh, and you never told me what you wanted them to be.
I don't know. I just thought you'd exercise some kind of creativity.
It's your stream channel.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck.
At least give me the specifications for them. I have no idea what they're supposed
Okay,
to be.
I'll find them out. Like, remind me when the stream ends to look at what we need, and we'll come up with something.
Okay.
So,
Nice disclaimer.
hello there, TMNT gamer. Hello, Emo Kiwi. Emo Kiwi, that's a great name. Elliptic Rabbit. This is Twitch.tv.
This is ZRush.
Yeah,
As well.
and I'm working in ZBrush. Hey, John the Nerd, how's it going? For those of you that don't know, John recently did an interview with me. It's pretty cool. He's got a new website up. John, feel free to post the link.
Get that
you know, I
shameless
didn't
plug
even
in.
realise that was John's website, actually.
Also, thanks for the responsible donation of
That's really
10 bits.
Yeah, let's keep the donations largely responsible today. I feel like I nearly gave Omega a heart attack.
Nearly.
Shit sounds like a challenge.
Oh, what do you mean, nearly?
Had to have an asthma. Had an asthma attack after that stream.
So yeah, I guess the big question of the stream today is TMNT. What is the name that you have chosen?
Dare we ask.
There we ask, yeah.
Sword. You make sword face. God damn it.
Right. Yeah, you better. Don't make me fight you, TMNT. Today's not the day. I'm not playing with you. Got my eyes on you, TMNT. Where is it?
I need more coffee. Be right back.
It sounds dangerous. Do not try this tome, or at all.
So yeah, so this
You don't listen to it.
so this is actually the opening track with a couple of words shifted around. I think in like the second paragraph I changed the word lyrics to words, and in the third paragraph I changed the word album to stream. But this is the opening track for the Offspring's, I want to say, 4th album.
I didn't recognize it. Yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
I love the Offspring.
But I do feel like it's a great disclaimer for the stream as well.
It is really good.
TMNT, would you prefer to tell me over DM or something, like what the name is, and then I'll just get to work?
Are you gonna like put a plaque on it or something? I don't know.
No, I'm gonna like carve it into the length of the sword,
Okay.
and then it's gonna glow. Like when I get to texturing, it's gonna glow.
You need to do like Elvish kind of writing, not actual Elvish, obviously.
Not-
That would change
not-
that,
yeah,
but
not-
you get my idea.
Yeah, or just like some really nicely scripted
Some
stuff.
sort of
yeah.
cursive that,
Yeah.
scripted that flows through the blade rather than it being like someone copied and pasted Arial onto it. Yeah.
The color hasn't been
New
decided
Roman.
yet.
Times New Roman down the sword.
What should I do with the nudes you sent me? Twitter? I mean, you can spread them around if you want, but I intended for you to just, you know, keep them for those private moments.
We could use them as prizes.
Yeah, prizes. Excellent.
And all is quiet.
All is
Yes.
quiet. What's up with that?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to trigger something.
Something or someone?
Careful what you trigger.
Like I can
Neither
help.
of
I
those
can.
are
I can help if it's
mutually
people.
Neither of those are mutually exclusive. Girl, what should I do with the news you sent me, Twitter?
You are so far behind.
Look,
And we've only
man.
just started.
Look, man. I got this.
Yeah. It seems like it.
I mean, I was like, the bottom's not that far down.
Overwatch was fun last night.
It's about halfway.
If you dare put Comic Sans on that sword, I will leave my lane. Just to, like, I will specifically leave my lane every single time Theo spawns just to go kill her. No.
Oh man, Comic Sans it is.
Oh man. Oh. I understand now.
Do you?
Yes, I found the setting I was looking for. Okay. I know, right? Isn't our department amazing? Like,
Everyone's amazing move.
so cool. The Carolus Ignis, maybe. You could put the letters in bright blue glow.
The
Yeah?
blue, meaning the blue fire, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Blue was
So-
actually one of the more strongly discussed colors internally as well, so that actually works with like our plans.
Okay. Sword, we dubbeth thee. Oh, sorry. Voice actor voice. We dubbeth thine sword the Carulius Ignis. May it lead you triumphantly into battle.
Actually, that's really cool. That's the last ball that. I like that.
Yep, that's cool, man. I can dig that.
I was kind of worried about what name was going to come out with.
Unlike some people, I had faith in our community.
I have faith in the community. I just didn't.
Just not TMNT, right? He can't even be he can't even be trusted to donate responsibly.
I almost named it Pointy Boy.
Pointy boy.
We did not talk about any sort of funding anything, John. We're still
Talking
waiting.
funding. We don't actually need funding. I mean, the hours we're putting in aren't far off full time anyway, and we are covering all our existing costs. We're not in any desperate desire to need funding.
Yeah.
Although we will let people know if that changes, obviously.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
But for the time being, we kind of like being self-sufficient. Yeah.
We're strong, independent developers.
Which leads me to say that so like this whole like whoever donates the most gets to name the sword thing. I completely and utterly intended for that to be just like a little bit of fun, and I said multiple times during the stream that like I can't refund bit donations, so make sure that they're like small donations, right? I did not intend for it to turn out the way that it did.
I knew it was gonna. That's what do you think I've been? Yeah.
How much?
But
did they
don't listen to Omega.
How much actually got donated in the end? Do you know?
Over
lot.
$100.
And the rest.
I said over $100.
Yeah, and the rest, so somewhere in the region of like $270, something like that.
Yeah.
Whoa. In fairness, we also have YouTube have now cleared us for funding, cool, which is good. So we're making money off our videos. So if you just watch our videos and enjoy them,
Yeah, just occasionally click a fucking advert, you know. Like
you
Go
can't
watch
say
our
that.
video.
Wait, you
Now,
can't?
if you accidentally slip with your mouse, that's a different kettle of fish. But we're not allowed to tell you to do shit like that.
Wait, you're not?
No, you can't tell people to click things.
Why not?
Check out our
Part of
videos
T's and
though.
C's.
check them out again and re-experience the
Google
magic.
frown upon it.
Ah.
Hello, Gamma.
But they're totally okay with people doing YouTube videos where they go, so I'm using this product and it's amazing and everyone should go and buy it.
Well, it's
Yeah,
different
it's
because that's the
ridiculous, isn't it?
company asking them.
Like-
Gamma bought
like,
me
I
ice cream.
I saw that on Twitter earlier. So there's this woman on Twitter who I follow because she does do fairly cool art streams, and generally speaking, her opinions are pretty cool. So it's worth kind of just listening out to see what they have to say and stuff. But today was the first time I'd ever seen this person do what I would consider to be like a funded tweet. Do you know what I mean? Like where they've basically just gone like, oh yeah, someone's paid me to say this, you know? And like it was just on the like I was like just so close to hitting that reply tweet and being like, so just how much money did you make from that tweet?
Enough.
Because it wasn't even subtle as well. They were literally just like product in hand, selfie thing, going like, this shit gets me pumped up for the day. It makes me feel great. I have a great workout because of it, and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, good lord.
I legitimately want to receive a whole bunch of like just product placement stuff just so that I can like use my voice acting stuff. Be like, hey everybody, welcome to my stream. Today we're sponsored by peanut butter. It's delicious.
There's a few questions.
Peanut butter? You want to get sponsored by peanut butter?
There's a few questions on here, right, regarding our funding and how we're self-sufficient and doing insanely stupid hours, right? So John the Nerd and Santos. Right, start with, as far as game can grow in the long term, I mean, there's nothing really to grow in the long term, and when we get to the point where it can grow in the long term, we hope to be getting, the game out so you can buy things in game and support us properly. But the other side of that, from John saying how we're doing it, essentially nearly all of us got full-time jobs. We're managing to juggle our actual lives and do 7 to 8 hours a day for a lot of us on this project at the same time. And how we do that? We don't sleep. So yeah, that's how we're doing it. And so far, 6 months worth of no sleep, and it hasn't backfired. So hey,
There's still time.
always time.
I mean, like the other thing as well is quite a few of us have kids and stuff, so like we've been trained to go without sleep. We know how it goes, you know.
But we're on here at night once the kids are in bed, and everything else is going on, and it's not just about that. The thing is, everybody who's working on, well, I say everybody, but an awfully large percentage of people working on the project are actually just really passionate and are keen to do it. And we find this fun. This is not just our everyday jobs. These are our hobbies. It's what we enjoy and like doing. So we're doing it because we want to do it. And as a result of that, we're finding the time. Instead of having normal leisure time, sat and watching the TV and things, people are sat on their sofas with laptops, or we're staying up late, and instead of playing games, we're building a game. I mean, how many hours does everybody on the stream spend playing games in an evening? If those hours are put together into game development instead, and we enjoy doing that, that's how we pull it off.
Yeah, I mean the other thing as well is speaking in terms of artwork, and I know it's the case for most of the art department, probably not all of them, but most of them, is like, when I was freelancing doing artwork, I'd be doing artwork as my day job, and that's like, it's my job. I have to do it, and I don't necessarily enjoy all of the work that I'm doing in those cases, but it's my job, so I do it. And then like in the evenings and weekends, in my free time, I would be doing the artwork that I enjoy doing, because it helps me relax. And I don't see it as work, and this is just kind of an extension of that for me. Like, I'm basically just doing the fun, cool artwork that I would enjoy doing in my free time anyway. It's just now there's like a project involved.
Back.
Welcome back.
Artist woman.
Yo.
Boop. Boop boop. Okay.
Material definition today?
Yeah, just kind of dicking around.
Just a little.
I mean, if we talk money as well, from a serious perspective as well, what we're actually costing us to do this at the moment, because normally if you were having to pay everybody, it's a lot of money, and thankfully everyone's volunteering, which is amazing. But on top of that, from a software fee perspective, a lot of the software is already done, because we have things like consultants doing the work rather than like employees, because you're volunteering, so people are responsible for their own licensing. And as far as source control, servers, and all that kind of stuff, we're basically paying for that out of our own pocket and managing perfectly fine. But everything we pick up off stream and YouTube and anywhere else is definitely helping to cover anything costs and those extra licenses we don't have. So there's not much we really want for as far as money goes at the moment. There are going to definitely be things up in the future, so we're, the small bits of support we get throughout the time are definitely carrying us and helping us to do that. But there's no need to think about whether we need like several £100,000 or anything at the moment. I mean, if there ever comes a time where we're thinking, okay, we actually are going to struggle to keep going because of money, we'll have to address it then. But we're not in any mad rush to do so.
And another thing is that we are also actively trying to work out the cheapest and the more optimal way of actually setting up our servers, so when they scale out, we don't have to worry about spending so much money on it.
Oh, exactly.
Because I spent like a week just going through every single clustering system that Microsoft offer, just to find one that A, fits our needs, and B, will be quite nice and cheap as well. And don't say cheap is actually bad, because actually if you do it correctly, you can actually get a nice system quite cheap.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
TMNT, yeah, more than likely. Definitely. Which is TNT saying, I feel like I've funded a lot of things so far. It's definitely looking that way.
Manaurus 1X Pack has joined the fray. Thanks for following. I feel like I funded a lot of things so far. I told you to make responsible donations, TMNT! Have you guys, I know it's early for this, talked about partnering with any publishers to market the game later on closer to release?
Not yet.
No.
Well, we can't be responsible for the irresponsible.
Yeah, yeah. Those butts.
We need a game first that actually is playable, that actually then runs and is feature complete. Got a long way to go yet.
Can that be the shopkeeper line? Like, I hope that you're purchasing responsibly.
Don't spend all your money at once.
Boof, where's Boof? Hmm?
Is there a shopkeeper? Can we do a shopkeeper? That'd be cool.
I don't know. Can we do a shopkeeper? If we have a shopkeeper,
Yeah.
I really want that to be a line.
They're like HOTS when things where you get those like specific characters set to a map for objectives and they go, ha ha! Me cannons are ready, you know, crap.
I'm so excited for this. You guys are doing amazing work with the character designs. Thank you, BobaCroft97. We appreciate you.
Ooh, we're trying. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm just gonna have a quick look and see what kinds of fonts we could. Actually, Omega, do you wanna pick like a nice kind of scripty looking font that we can use for the name?
Yeah, because it kind of needs to be a script, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I can find them. Let me see. Let me go Googling.
Yeah, you go googling. You do your thing.
Just make sure it's not licensed font when you pick it.
I got it. I'm a graphic designer.
Well, I mean, like it's not gonna look like the font anyway when I'm done. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair enough then.
Like basically, I'll use it as a mask and then kind of like make the indent using the mask, but then I'll be sculpting over the top of it like wear and tear and all that kind of stuff. Like it'll be very very vaguely reminiscent of the original font by the time I'm done.
Should it be more like? I feel like, you know, being a paladin thing, that it should almost be like runic.
Runic or Latin, you know.
Latin? Okay. What
you
about Celtic?
No.
Very Celtic. Celtic's normally more wildman, kind of, you know.
I'm just trying to, because these are the sections I got. First of all, there's like Arabic, Mexican, Roman, Greek, Russian, various, and then medieval, modern, Celtic initials various.
Well, you need to try harder, obviously.
Clearly, I'm trying to. Let's see. Latin fonts.
She kind of looks very Diablo-y to me. I don't know. Like Diablo 2. If you had a female paladin. Which this show should have done.
You're not gonna let that go, are you, man?
Well, I like D2.
Lord of the Rings Elvish script.
I don't know, I like Diablo 3, but I do feel kind of betrayed by the fact that they just decided to cut out everything decent about Diablo 2 and replace it with something not as good in Diablo 3.
What, you mean like the entire team that worked on it?
Well, that helps, yeah.
No, really, they let the entire Blizzard North team go.
No, I know. Yep, I know.
Okay. Elvish script is fine.
As long as it's not like licensed and not very obviously Lord of the Ringsy.
Okay. Aquafina. Looking at fonts, just looking at fonts. Looking at fonts. Hello.
Nova script. Oh wow, it's Essenter. That's unusual. On stream.
Huh?
Raph has just joined us.
Hola,
Hello,
Waffle.
Ralph. Hello, Waffle.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
To have
Oh, this is
a-
the first time Waffle's been here. Everyone,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
unusual to
Waffle.
have-
Buenos
Dakota.
noches.
We have 3 coders in the team. Yes.
We're taking over today, boys.
Coding stream.
Today's
Actually,
stream,
no, we're
overly
matching our
technical
pattern.
bullshit.
Ask them your questions. Deep Field, don't you dare suggest Papyrus again. I will fight you. I have strong emotions about Papyrus.
Can we do it in Windings?
I would love to have a hero that just speaks complete gibberish, and like all of the subtitles are in Wingdings and stuff.
People will think we're making an Undertale reference.
I can think of a hero with that might actually work.
Da, 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 da. Do you want me to just send you the different fonts, Scar?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Okay.
If you could like show me an example of each, that'd be great. Actually, if you just want to make the texture for it, that'd be even better. So so basically, I need a black background with white text, and it needs to be something like 1024 by 1024 pixels.
Okay. Black background.
With
white
the writing centrally aligned.
Okay. Photoshop open.
By the power of Photoshop.
Not even close to TMNT. Ooh, John, entering irresponsible territory. I see you. You're not slick.
You think you're so cool, don't you, man?
I don't even own any bits.
Probably for the
You can
best.
sometimes get them for free. by watching
Omega
ads.
gets into fights over them, so.
I think you can only do that in the US.
You're very quiet, Dave.
How about now?
That's better.
Hey,
No, I think it's just in
Swallowing
the US.
his microphone.
Yeah. Guys, sound checkers. If we're not quite right, let us know.
Yeah, please do. I've adjusted the volume a little bit. I noticed someone on YouTube said like I am much louder than everyone else. I mean, personally, I don't
Is it about
care,
much
but
louder
you
than
know.
everybody else?
It's really hard though to get it right when you can't hear everything that's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Not at the volume that everyone else hears, no, at least.
Hello, MM Souls. Hello, Red Grux. Buenos noches, Chico.
Feliz Navidad, hombre.
Aprende el español de una vez.
I was just about to say we have waffle today.
It's not normal.
He's not even really Spanish.
She, the Portuguese
count.
waitress.
Catalonian, isn't he?
Yep.
I mean, that's like not even want to be Spanish. That's the opposite. That's like don't want to be Spanish.
Stop. You said 1024 by 1024.
Yeah,
You
please.
know about that.
In fairness, the Catalonians are trying pretty hard. Oh, they're giving up now.
1024.
Well, I think didn't they give up when the Spanish government was like, we're gonna start arresting people.
Well, yeah, there wasn't so much of a threat, but actual actions.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Yeah, pretty controversial thing, and maybe I should not speak my mind about it.
well, we have
already?
we have a disclaimer like in the stream right now, so
Yeah, if you're offended, don't listen to it. So
Yeah.
say it if you like.
yeah. Omega, so like the overall image needs to be 1024 by 1024. The writing needs to be like as big as possible within that resolution.
I mean, what PPI do you want? 300 PPI? Or...
Oh, none of that matters when it comes to like alpha maps and stuff. That's a print thing.
Alright, and it's back. You said, okay, let me find a font. Because find a good font. Let me also scroll up in the chat and find out what it's called. Oh, that's why my internet has been imploding.
You've been downloading stuff?
Yeah, I've been downloading stuff. Steam was downloading stuff without my prior consent.
So what's with the shading at the moment? What is exactly the?
Oh, that's a mask. Basically, like anything that's like really dark grey won't move when I when I sculpt.
Obviously, I know it's not actual shading because there's nothing.
Yeah. It was a way of me being able to. Yeah, it was a way of me being able to move the eyebrows out without affecting the eyes.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, cool.
Hello.
Everyone.
Hello.
Yellow.
Hello.
Hi.
How is everyone this evening?
Man, loads of people in here. Oh, hey Joe. I'm not with it tonight, man.
Yeah, I said hello like 3 times, so fuck you.
Fuck you too, buddy.
Good evening.
So how are you? What brings you here?
Tired as balls. I saw you streaming and that was it. I thought I'd come and say hello.
Fair enough.
Before I go and pass the fuck out.
How's work going? Oh, I know. There's a lot going on at the moment, but like.
I'm doing overtime, so I'm tired. But it's going. We're getting there. We have a few months to go.
I'm excited, man. I'm really excited for you.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
We just
man.
have so much to do for the rest of the year. It's kind of crazy. We're hiring 2 more prop artists just to get through the last few months. So it's yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
We had a big studio meeting today and got told how cool the company is for 3 hours, so that was good.
you gotta love that, don't you?
Yeah. You guys work for an awesome company. Oh, thanks. Alright. This is how much money we made. And I'm like, great, I don't care.
And we're not
my-
giving
yeah. Where's my share?
Where's my part of that money?
I do think companies should really do more profit sharing, and it's pretty bad that they don't really.
Yeah, actually, I say that we did actually get a pay bonus today, this month. So Ubisoft, if like your particular Ubisoft studio does well, like and performs well, I don't know how or why, but we get paid some more money. So I got an extra like 700 euros or something this month, which was really nice.
Nice.
So can't really complain, I guess.
There are quite a few studios that do pay shares though. So like I know Splash Damage and they do profit sharing. Bossa do profit sharing. Like there are a lot of places in England that do profit sharing, especially smaller studios. I'm not sure if Splash counts as a smaller studio anymore, but I mean, like they're not Ubisoft big, you know.
Now, so... But the thing is, like, Splash Damage isn't like owned by anyone anymore. They're kind of independent again. So,
yeah. Yeah, they're basically like
for a while they weren't. They got bought out and then they bought themselves back. If that's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
And,
just like a
now
big
they're-
outsource studio now, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Except people outsource entire games to them.
Yeah.
Welcome to EA.
Oh, EA can fuck off.
Man, did you see
Everyone hates EA.
E
the amount of like hate they were getting over E3? Just insane.
Oh, they deserve it. They deserve it massively. What they've decided, to do with the Command and Conquer license is just
Yeah,
horrible.
that's
Like,
unholy.
I can't believe it.
I just
What did you do?
The fact Westwood should never have sold out to EA. The fact that they did was, well, it's been absolutely destructive for the rest of us. You know, everything they stood for, everything they did, just down the fucking pan.
they
Are we turning down Electronic Arts? Did they ever approach us?
Hell yeah. Especially EA. Anybody else, fine. Not EA. That's the only one I will contest.
Okay.
EA aren't really a games company anymore. They're just a company that owns studios that make games,
They
and they
own-
just try to milk as much money as they can.
And then shut down as many as they can in the process.
Yeah, because if it doesn't make money, then they're like, okay, well, we're only interested in making money,
Yeah.
so screw you
Yeah,
and
but
your
if
studio.
if it doesn't make money, they buy it and shut it down anyway.
Yeah,
They're
Get rid of it.
anti-competitive. In fact, is that
Anything
no
else?
other company would be allowed to get away with it.
it's just stupid.
I
Anyway.
took great joy in watching the EA presentations where they're all like, "Hey, didn't that look cool?" And everyone in the crowd is just crickets everywhere.
No.
Man, how about the longest part of their presentation being dedicated to a quote-unquote esports Command and Conquer announcement, and you have these shoutcasters that don't even know why they're there. They get these like apparently successful RTS players who are used to doing like 1 million clicks a minute, like basically headbutting the phone to do this thing in this game, and it's so bad. And Jesus Christ, it's so depressing.
I need to pick a
Like,
font.
see, this is the thing. Like, for as long as I've known Joe, I've known that he's been a very passionate artist and he's been very passionate about working in the industry. But more than that, Joe is a very passionate gamer.
Oh,
I get very angry.
well, yeah, me too. I've played games since I could walk since I can remember, and I've collected them, and I think they're an art form, and they really should be. And I remember things back from the early '90s. Everything from Atari through Westwood Studios to Cyanosis, and all the different things that's happened since then. And the one thing that overshadows everything that's happened for almost 30 years is EA.
Yep.
EA just come in and ruin things.
Yep.
Hang on, didn't you do a paper on that, like on that exact subject for our masters?
I did. Yes.
literally.
I use EA as an example
So
of
like,
how much I hate them.
so like we're doing
Yes,
we're
I
doing we're doing this master's degree on game art and design, and for whatever fucking reason they decide to include a module called what was it? Business? No, it's not business. Creative economies. It's called creative economies. And they're like, you have to, first of all, you have to do a video essay, which is bullshit. And the subject of the essay has to be something that affects the economy of the industry that we're looking to get into. And we have to actually like interview people within the industry, like find people in positions of relative importance and stuff, and interview them. And Joe decided to do his one on how EA is fucking everyone over.
Yeah.
Hey, I found actual facts about how they are fucking everyone over.
Yeah, man.
okay?
Not going to
Not
contest
alone,
it at
I
all,
am
man.
all there with you.
I found
Not-
statistics and shit, I passed that
Didn't you-
module.
Didn't you get good grades on that one as well?
I got it right.
yeah. Those were like our highest grades on the course. Like legit, like for the entire course, we're like busting our asses trying to make great artwork, and we're getting like 60s. And then we rock in with fucking 84s and shit for this essay.
Yeah, you both did really well on those, right?
It's just
We're passionately angry about
yeah.
shit in the
It's
industry.
that's the only thing I can think about it is like maybe we're actually more passionate about those issues than we are about making artwork. How fucked up is that?
But in fairness, they've been voted like one of the most hated companies for several years on the trot, and then have the audacity to wonder why.
They don't care. That's the thing. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They don't. They gave up on like positive PR years ago. Like they knew they were assholes, and they was like, yeah, we're still making money. People are still spending millions on our games. Like who cares?
Yep.
People still will always buy FIFA. People will always buy. You know, they have a monopoly on sports games.
Yeah,
sport is what's keeping them alive. However,
yeah.
in that 2K are absolutely doing fantastic work on the franchises that EA don't have.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, literally Madden on its own just prints money for EA.
Yeah, like Madden and FIFA, because there's no. I mean, people will go, oh, Pro Evo and FIFA, blah blah blah, but like, there's no real like outside of that soccer games, and God knows there are enough people that are passionate about fucking football.
I've been playing some game we should take on, like overthrow FIFA for whatever reason.
Yeah, but the problem is people like, you know, the actual names of players and things, and all those kind of licenses from FIFA are all licensed to EA. So you can't copy them. You're kind of stuck. It's the problem. Nobody can compete.
Yeah, everyone wants to play as their favorite team and their favorite players, and you know. And
so we're back
look
to
at other franchises they have. Yeah, they've got The Sims. Like, how much money do they make off The Sims?
Stupid
They've
money.
got Battlefield. Yeah, Battlefield, like, is still crazy popular, and gamers hate EA, but people will still play Battlefield. Shit, I'll play Battlefield, and I hate EA. And I'm gonna play Anthem, and I'm gonna hate myself for it.
Are you
But
gonna?
if Anthem is good, I will play it.
Are you looking forward to Battlefield Royale?
No, I don't like Royale.
I have completely boycotted them.
Royale games make me fall asleep. I think they're boring. Which
Along
is
with
like
Peter Molyneux,
heresy right now,
Molyneux.
considering the entire world plays Fortnite.
No, I don't. Like, and the crazy thing is, I would have played Fortnite if they had done something to improve the Save the World mode.
I tell you what, I actually got given some statistics today in the studio meeting, because obviously every studio sits up and has a listen to what Epic has done with Fortnite, and the percentage of the market that they actually have right now is insane.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Like, it's like a 30% monopoly on the gaming industry. All players are playing fucking Fortnite.
Yeah, man.
Just play devil's advocate, right? Now, back in the late 90s, granted there was less players, okay? But the percentage still remains the same. It just means that there was less people of them in the first place. But, you know, what percentage did Half-Life actually own at one point? They were still significantly big at the time. And guess what?
Yep.
Who plays Half-Life today? Not that many. It's only gonna last a certain amount of time before people move back to whatever they feel is next on the agenda. Unless somehow Epic managed to innovate enough to keep everyone's interest.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm
not sure I'm not sure how possible that is. But what I will say is, literally, like every single month at the moment, Epic are making enough money from Fortnite that they can fund development on whatever the fuck they want for literally fucking like 20 years.
Was it
like 20 years of development. Yeah, 20 years worth of development from a month of income. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. So like, we're done with this one, right?
Well, that's without actually their unreal licensing fees.
Hey, Gert.
Yeah, what's up?
What do you need this picture to be? Do you need a JPEG, a PNG?
JPEG, please. Because ZBrush is fucking weird and it only accepts JPEGs or 16-bit PDFs. PSDs, I mean.
Alright.
In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if it did accept PDFs, to be honest. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if ZBrush did accept that. Like, there's no fucking use case for it, so they probably did it.
Actually, that's a really good point, actually, from Cyanosis. Cyanosis? Anyway, I'm not good at pronouncing names, especially not well, I don't know. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, 20 years of development in 1 month, and they wouldn't keep Paragon alive for us for a bit. Yeah.
Honestly, I think there were outside influences to Epic's closure. It wasn't it wasn't just a case of Paragon not making the money or anything like that. I mean, you got to think, like, there is a certain Chinese company that owns a substantial amount of Epic games, and who also own fucking League of Legends, right? So.
Yeah, and also PUBG, who also then tried to sue Fortnite.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Tencent owned 10% of PUBG, and PUBG tries to sue Epic. Yeah, Epic is owned by 43% of Tencent. It's almost like suing yourself.
Yeah,
it's not right.
It feels like there's some real shady shit happening over in the Tencent camp, but like, I don't know enough about anything really to comment more than just like a gut feeling.
Oh yeah, it's just pure speculation, but it's weird. I mean, come on. Anyway, they pulled out of that now too.
What, they pulled out of the lawsuit?
Yeah, they aren't doing it anymore. Pulled out of it.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but I didn't think it would happen so quickly.
Yeah.
Well, someone probably told them it was a really stupid idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Someone. So I'm in a.
Don't be dumb.
I'm in a few dev team Slack channels, and one of them was discussing this exact issue, and they were talking about how Ubisoft is saying like, let's make a battle royale for Beyond Good and Evil, and then like literally 2 minutes after that came up in the chat, someone took a screenshot of like the big pig character guy like in a kitchen with just like frying pans everywhere. He's just like circled all the frying pans, going like, that's a lawsuit, and that's a lawsuit, and that's a lawsuit.
The thing is, games are very badly protected anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, they kind of have to be. Interestingly though, I'm getting echo from somewhere.
It's on mine.
Who's not on a headset? It's Rafa. Muting that fucker. There we go. Fixed. I fixed the problem.
Fair enough.
Excuse you? What? Huh?
You ain't fixed shit, Lee.
Huh?
It's not me. What?
No, I mean the echo is fixed on my end, and that's the end that's important.
It's waffle.
So yeah, no, I think the whole thing is really funny. The thing is, like, it's difficult to protect things like game mechanics and stuff like that because there is so much what's known as like prior art that goes into it. So like everyone's mechanics are built off of someone else's mechanics, right? Like at some point, like you've got to basically just sit there and go like, well, if we patent yours, like, what about all this other shit that you copied from, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That said, Blizzard actually applied for a patent in 2016, which means they'll probably get it soon, actually, for the play of the game system.
Yeah.
Oh, they got it already. Didn't you say
I don't think they've been awarded it.
They've applied for it. They haven't got it yet.
I mean, I can't see them not getting it. But like, I read the wording in it, and it's extremely ambiguous. Like, it's basically like, we have a system that takes in a bunch of parameters, like that we're not going to tell you what they are, but it takes in a bunch of parameters, and then like judges those parameters against these other parameters that we're also not going to tell you what they are, and then like based on those criteria decides what the state of the game is, what the play of the game is going to be, and awards the player based on that. And it's like, could be literally anything. So if anyone ever in the future goes like, well, I want to have a system kind of like that in my game, like, how can you defend your own, what you consider to be unique thing, like, when you don't even know the contents of the patent. Like you don't know what the actual criteria are for it to be an infringement, which is fucked up.
We should put a particle effect on this sword.
There will be a really cool effect on the sword. Don't worry.
Oh, leaks. Particle effect confirmed.
It's not particles, but yeah, I did make a sword. I made a prop, man. Look, check this out. Fucking.
Oh man.
Mate,
Hang on, you made something that wasn't a character?
yeah, man.
Oh, weird.
Stepping all over JLH's toes here.
Yeah. Stealing all the
Wow.
germs.
Next thing you know, he's gonna be making boxes.
Oof. Oh no, I mean I wouldn't go that far. Wouldn't go that far.
Someone's got to make grogs.
What did Lee say to me once? He couldn't do what I do because he would just get fucking bored.
Yeah, but you said the same thing about what I do. Yeah, but you said the same
I
thing.
didn't think I would get bored with what you do. I would get annoyed with what you do. It's different.
Well, let's just not do what each other does then, and be happy.
That's exactly right.
Greetings, Orc King. Welcome to the stream.
What King, you haven't missed that much. Mainly me bitching about companies. And Lee made a sword.
I made a sword. Oh, I made the sword earlier.
What about the skybox?
Oh.
What about the skybox?
What skybox?
It's not Lee's job.
I'm confused. I mean, we don't even really use skyboxes anymore. It's just we just use a texture that's projected from an infinite distance. So.
Oh, we've upgraded the skybox, guys.
That sounds technical.
Yeah, I mean it is. So much fucking math
We should make
involved in that.
clouds. We should have clouds at some point.
Yeah, I mean, all of that stuff's easy enough to do. We can do volumetric clouds.
Well, because
I mean, we can't, I'm not sure that we can make volumetric clouds that will run on, let's say, like a console. But we can make volumetric clouds.
Don't say shit like that. People
Don't
take it
do
out of
that.
context.
No, never. No, bad. Volumetric cloud's bad. We're in a game where we look down most of the time, Lee. Shut up.
Don't even say shit like that because people get completely carried away.
Yeah, let's do volumetric clouds and let's just spend all of our system memory on that.
Yeah.
Because why not?
This is what happened when you piss off the coders, guys.
I meant we need some way of changing the way the sky appears because of certain things that we're doing.
Oh, you all wanted this to run at 30 FPS?
That's cute. That's adorable.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a volumetric cloud, does it? There are other ways of simulating clouding, which from the ground don't look any different.
Well...
Let's be careful because this might get very technical. Very. I'm too tired for that shit.
Okay. Fair enough.
Please don't piss off the coders.
No. So anybody's all good.
Let's see. What do we
Things
do?
we get to experiment with, see what we can do.
Yeah. It's
Hey,
gonna
I
be
had an idea.
Hi.
Hey, Boof.
Oh, Rob's here.
I got a great idea.
Go for it.
Yeah.
We need to have a master that has a voiceover like the chef from the Muppets. You know,
Hooty, 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 hooty.
I think that just needs to happen.
Poof, everybody.
When his ult goes off, that's it.
when his ult goes off.
A Swede to do that.
When his ult goes off, like a bunch of
Sign
chickens, like escape from a backpack or something.
Yeah, exactly.
He throws chickens.
I think that's what that could literally be his basic. He's just pulling a chicken out of his pocket, flinging it at someone's face. That'd be excellent.
Hi, Boof.
Hey, what's happening?
Nothing much.
Did you get bored?
I am so unbelievably bored. It's ridiculous. It was a very busy morning, though. It's one of those in between things where you're so slammed for the first part of the day, like, oh my gosh, and then you finish everything that you need to, and you're gone.
I don't have anything to do now. So
I wish
What
I had
about-
that problem right now. I really do.
What? Oh, hey, Ozzy. What about Osville's face on the hilt of the sword? Don't tell me that
Alright,
idea has been
guys,
trashed.
I gotta bail on you. We'll talk to you in a bit.
Osville's face is still on the hilt of the sword.
So what kind of sword is that? And why is the bit at the base really jagged and wobbly?
What? Which bit?
The sword
Yeah, why is which
on
bit
the hilt, on
jagged?
the top of the hilt.
This bit.
It looks
Me,
funny.
jagged and wobbly. What are you
The,
saying?
the top of the hilt.
It's not jagged.
The pointy bit in the middle at the top. Is that meant to be like cuts into it?
Yeah, I just haven't like carried it on onto the blade yet.
What if there's a character
Why is it
who
so
is-
soft for metal? I don't understand. I don't understand. Why is it like that?
What do you mean,
Why
man?
isn't it sharper? Why isn't it sharper? Why isn't the high poly like, you know?
Have you ever
nicer?
seen a sword after it's been hit against stuff like for a few years?
Yeah,
Go to a fucking
explain to me
museum,
now
man.
Why it got like this? Because that looks. I don't understand. What's the material? What's it made out of?
Go to a fucking museum, man.
No,
They got big
because
chunks out of it.
I don't know the story behind the sword, and I want to know why and how.
Well, this character is a crusader. This character
Okay.
goes around beating people up with a sword.
Right?
Say this, and yet that sword is far too clean.
The blade is at the moment. I agree.
Yeah. So the blade is where all the damage would be, no? So
Yes,
why is all the hilt?
I haven't done anything with the blade yet. I just fucking said that. I just said I haven't touched the blade yet. I'm getting to it.
Did she come out some kind of futuristic crusader? Is that why there's some kind of cable on the blade?
Yes. That's why like all of the armor is like sci-fi themed rather than fantasy themed.
I'm not looking at her. I'm looking at the sword.
Oh my god.
The important bits.
Hey, look, I know one thing, and it's props. And I don't care about the thing. in the
Look,
background. I
I'm
care
gonna
about the thing in the foreground.
The thing in the back.
just give me a second. I'm gonna make a sword that Joe will be happy with. Just-
Let's see.
No,
What?
you
You
don't
sound
have
like
time.
Sigourney Weaver in Galaxy Quest. I have one job, and that's props.
What?
Damn well gonna do it.
What if there's a character who, when they ult and they ult kill someone, there's maniacal laughter that can be heard across the map, and the further away people are, the softer it is. That's probably something that just is probably gonna happen anyway because we use Wise.
Don't encourage Omega to just sit there cackling either. It's just not going to end well.
There you go, Joe.
Follow.
Made a new sword for you.
That's a rectangle.
That's the point. He's dead.
Okay,
Front of the
so
map, hitting people with a plank of wood.
No, but on a serious note,
That should be a skin.
what my actual critique is that the hilt of the sword, the bit that the cable is going into, like it's kind of soft everywhere, and I don't know why because I'm not really sure what the material is or what that piece of the hilt is meant to be, but I just don't understand why something that is like handcrafted metal would be so soft everywhere rather than like have more sharper edges and then a few dents and a few softer like places. But that sort of in the bottom left looks too more like clay than metal.
okay. Again,
Just saying.
I've literally only taken one pass at it so far, man.
Don't care. Critiquing what I can see.
No, okay, fine.
Mind you, in
I
fairness, it's
I will
probably
work
better
on it.
critique now. While
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah,
working
I know,
on it,
I know,
rather than
I know.
After you've made it, then retop on it.
I know. Omega, I don't like that script.
What?
I don't like the text.
Okay.
Oh, Omega, you had one job. Fucking hell.
I just used the script that was given to me. I was given a
For God's
script.
sake, we'll get Nodi to do it. At least he'll do it nicely.
No,
You can
that's
ignore me now, Lee, and go back to your organic shape.
No, no, like, dude, fucking, like, you're right.
No, people have tuned in to watch you make character, but the sword was distracting me, so you know.
Well, I need to work on the sword anyway. That's not a problem, and you're right. It does need to be worked
No, because
on.
I'm going to go to bed now, so the fact that it's annoying me is not going to be like a problem anymore for you. So you can just continue with the rest of the stream.
I swear to God, man, I'm gonna text you for like an hour with updates on this sword.
and I'm just going to text you back saying, no, that bit's wrong, that bit's wrong. Why is that like that?
What type of Give me more details about the font you want here.
Yeah, let me have a look.
I thought they were pretty clear, really. You know, like Latin and shit.
Latin and shit. That's very like. Do you want it to be sharp? Do you want rounded edges? Do you want it to be bold? Do you want it to be italicized? What type of font do you want it to be? Do you want it to be connected? If you want it. Script means it looks handwritten. Script means nothing to me.
This kind of shit, I guess. This fucking shit. All this fucking
okay,
like
so you want black letter.
Well, I don't know.
Calligraphy.
Fucking I don't know what it's called. I just want it to look.
Calligraphy.
I just want it to look badass.
I'm asking for specifics. He doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm making this shit up as I go along.
He gives you the impression that he knows. He actually doesn't know shit.
Yeah, that's 100%.
I'm over here just going, hey, use a script font. There's thousands upon thousands of millions of script fonts out there.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going with Comic Sans. It's happening.
God, don't you dare!
You'll alienate half the player base.
You suggesting we're only going to have 2 players?
The other half, I don't know what
just me and Omega.
I'm not playing with Comic Sans.
With Comic Sans in the game, there'll be a rebellion somewhere.
Guaranteed, Nodi and I will just be like, no, I'm just not. I'm sorry. So black letter, because black letter tends to be a very large, like header type font.
Right, it's been fun. I need to crash. I'll see you guys later.
Sleep well, man.
Night-night.
Because if we don't go for English writing or some other language you're going to understand, then no one's going to understand what it says.
Yeah.
I mean, but is that about? Do we want them to be able to read it or not?
That's a good point, I guess. I don't know. We haven't actually created a language. That would mean we'd have to go and create a whole alphabet, and that would have to be in some sort of.
I mean, we're having enough trouble creating a fucking game.
I think Oz actually created an alphabet for us. When I remember seeing Oz talking about some symbols.
Yeah, Oz did something.
Yeah.
Was Oz drunk at the time?
Not ready. Definitely not ready.
No.
Whichever it is.
But it was like 3 or 4 months ago, so I don't really know. I can't remember what it was all about.
I'm about to get hit for 9 damage on Hearthstone, and I don't know what to do about it. It's gonna kill me.
I guess I'll just die
You hit
then.
me with like 14 damage, so.
I know, that was fun. I enjoyed that. That was
Wait,
fun.
are you guys playing Hearthstone against each other while we're streaming?
We
No,
did
we did
before.
last night. Though.
Right now, I'm scrolling through thousands of fonts. It's lots and lots and lots of fonts.
No, we played Hearthstone last night, and we did it on stream, and then we switched to Overwatch. It was good fun. And I managed to get my hero up to 14 damage and then hit Omega with it. It was fun.
I still won, but he did do it.
Yeah.
I turned it into a sheep, I think.
Something like that. Oh,
It was-
you rush.
Normally sheep.
Just charge that you attack the enemy hero, it does, doesn't it?
No, charge, what it does is when you summon it, it doesn't have summoning sickness, so you
it's
can
okay.
just attack straight
I
up.
got it. I win. Happy days. It's okay. So I had a card that does it. It's fine.
I kind of like this. Look at this. Give me a second to
charge
go.
lets you attack another hero, another minion.
Let me just go through 29 pages of fonts real quick.
No, Earth isn't in the law, I don't believe. Well, I don't know, maybe it is. I'm not sure. I need to read it. It's pretty diverse. Coming soon. Everything's coming soon.
Give me a second, need to text Joe.
He just left.
I know. Hi, dude. I haven't.
Americans,
Oh.
can he name Theo's moles?
I'm desperately trying not to give Theo too much scarring at the moment. Like, being too much bad.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't want too much.
Oh shit.
No. Santos is asking when are you making the hair? I think I'm right in saying that comes completely separate.
Yeah. The hair is a low poly stage thing. This here right now is it's literally I'm just going to be using it as a guide for where I place the hair planes and stuff when I get to that stage. But yeah, not for a while yet. Hair is friggin' annoying. Joe calls me a slacker.
That's because the sword's not ready, obviously.
Yeah, clearly. Dickhead.
What is Theo's offhand?
It's going to be like a sensor type thing. So, so you know how how like you can sometimes see priests walking around carrying like there'll be this thing dangling from a chain that's in their hand. So like they'll be holding the chain and it'll be dangling down and it'll have like incense burner kind of thing. Except this isn't going to be an incense burner. I'm thinking of you. So you know the how can I describe this? You know how. You know those weird like plasma ball things that have like the lightning that goes to the edge of the ball, and you put your hand, you can put your fingers on it, and the lightning will go to your fingers. Yeah, so like I'm thinking something kind of like that, but with like a metal frame, and there's no glass or anything. It's just like an internal core of energy, and then like there's lightning that just kind of like arcs out towards the metal frame.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Plasma.
And I keep forgetting that like I don't have the camera on because I'm basically nude right now. And yeah, I don't have the camera on, and I'm sat here doing like all these hand motions to try and explain things.
I do that all the time.
Hmm.
Which one?
Well, which hand motion?
We're supposed to trust the guy who makes hand motions when nobody can see him. I mean, a lot of people do that.
Hand motions? I'll show you a hand motion.
But there's no camera, so you can't show us the hand motion.
I can get a camera.
Oh gosh.
Nah, probably not. Yeah. Apparently. Actually, I've had a haircut since then, too. And a shave.
What? What are we talking about?
My appearance, apparently.
How he looks like George Clooney, apparently.
My face.
Fair enough.
My whole face, man.
I've got to be honest, I don't think looking like George Clooney is necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's not really.
Like, there are worse people to look like, right?
Definitely.
Let's be honest here.
I could name a few. Mine includes Rafa.
Ooh.
Martin Clunes, I mean, I love that guy's acting. I think he's great, but he's not a pretty man, is he?
What is this font? That is beautiful. I'm sorry, don't mind me.
Oh, I know. I was just saying, you know, there are worse people who look like Martin Clunes, for example. Martin Clunes.
There are many people in the stream, I think, who probably will not know who that is, even a little bit.
He's a British comedian.
Is he? Can he still be considered a comedian? When you consider, like, lately he's been working on things like Dr. Martin and...
I don't know. Fair enough. I have to name some famous ugly people. Mick Jagger. Everyone knows Mick Jagger. That's an ugly man, and good God does he get the women.
Oh yeah.
It just shows the money can get you anything.
Well, he's got the moves like Jagger.
Yeah. He's got the money like Jagger, not much else.
Cocaine!
Well, in fairness, what are you supposed to do with hookers in a hotel room?
Enjoy their personalities
Hang on a
and
minute
figure out
while I
what their
go
goals
get the
are.
yogurts.
So, Candy, what were your plans for the future?
What's that thing I read where someone was like so they went to a prostitute and they're like so $50 and you'll do anything for me in an hour, right? And they're like, yeah, anything you want, baby. And he's like, okay, cool, I've got a mountain of housework for you to do.
Oh gosh, these. Okay.
Maggie, you sound frustrated.
Oh no, the
Is this my fault?
Problems. No, it's graphic designer problems. The font I was looking at, it was jagged so I had to change the anti-aliasing on it. And I couldn't find the anti-aliasing setting for it.
What are you doing with it? You have anti-alias a font.
Look, do you want it to be jagged or not? When some of these fonts, because when you import a font, if it doesn't have different versions of it,
he's drawing over it, not copying it to it exactly, is he? I don't know.
I don't want to export a jagged font.
What don't you get about that, man?
Apparently a lot. Oh man. Is it an orc?
Is what an orc? Is Theo an orc?
Martin Clunes. No, Martin Clunes.
Oh, I mean, whoa, Martin, I love you, but you ain't a good-looking man.
What? We gotta catch up on chat real quick. VHS Aspen. Da da da. Fortnite is luck. Da da da. Validation actually. Gur hates hair. No, he doesn't. He has a beard.
No, that, in context, that was like doing hair on models.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, okay. My bad.
You're fine. Is it an orc? Okay, to be honest. Okay. Cut it. Okay. The Medici text. Medici text. It's like a family name. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
What's that?
I learned about them in school. I heard the name. Yes. What is this font even supposed to be? Hold on. Just hold on. Just give me.
How can you possibly be scared of Omega with a voice like that?
I mean, I'm not scared of Omega because I know Omega's like 5 foot nothing, so
5'4".
might as well
Whoa,
be nothing.
really?
I think I've taken bigger dumps than Omega.
My 10-year-old's taller than that.
Yeah. I don't know what this font is, and I'm trying to understand it.
Have a look.
Oh, hold on. I'll send it to me.
Ooh, I like that one. That's neat.
No, I'm trying to figure out this one.
Yeah, not a fan of that one. So I do like the other two. Of the other two, like I actually really like the second one, except that on the capital letters it's got like this outline thing, which I don't think is gonna work well in 3D.
Want me to Photoshop it out?
If you can, that'd be great. And then yeah, I quite like that.
I was like, man, this font screams Theo a little bit to me. All right, let me go ahead and get my graphics tablet.
Oh my god, the graphics!
Let me get my I forgot.
Whoa.
My tablet. Where's the key?
TMNT is size 16 feet. That's huge.
Yeah, he's a 6'4".
Oh, fair play.
Fucking ridiculous.
That's a whole foot taller than Omega.
Yeah.
Joe's fucking tall as well. Ridiculous. In fact, Joe's entire family is fucking tall. Like, his brother Jack makes Joe look short. It's like...
I'm not a violent person. I have no idea what you're talking about.
So I recently
No idea.
watched some old episodes of a TV program called Airwolf. That show has not aged well.
Oh my god, that's my ringtone. Hang on.
What? Airwolf is your ringtone?
Yeah.
Sick.
I've got Airwolf and I've got Knight Rider.
Nice.
Those are my two ringtones.
For the young people in the stream, yes, we are in fact old as balls.
That's why we can make games.
Isn't that weird in a way? Like old people trying to make games that they think will appeal to young people.
We're not making it to appeal to anybody other than ourselves, are we?
Oh no, yeah, but you get what I mean though. Like when you think about big companies, especially things like EA and stuff, they're like, yeah, how do we appeal to the late teens to early 20s demographics and stuff, and it's like a board of fucking 50-year-olds.
Yeah.
Initial suggestion: just go smoke a whole bunch of weed.
Just a whole bowl. Just straight up.
Yeah, it's
Potpourri.
big old fucking bowl of weed. Fucking huge.
Just straight up potpourri bowl.
And then when you're done with that, big old bowl of MDMA. Really, really get you opening up to each other, you know?
Really. Right, so nobody's sharing with Rafa. Designated driver.
So yeah, I mean, like if there's anyone that doesn't do that, that's fine. You know, it's more for me. I'm happy to take all your drugs.
I'm gonna leave some of the swatches because it looks like the font will look weird without some of them.
What's that?
I'm gonna leave some of the swash on it, so because it looks like the font will look really weird without a good some of it at least.
Okay.
We just didn't.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Santos keeps asking, what does the wire do on the sword?
Sorry.
It powers the like electrical field of the sword. I don't fucking know. I just thought it looked cool. No,
That's all funny, guys.
yeah, no. So like the sword, like we mentioned earlier in the stream that I do plan to have some kind of effects going around the sword. I want it to have like flickering lightning, so that generates that.
Yeah, TMNT's from London.
Oh really?
Last weekend.
I think he's saying that maybe because of a meme.
Oh, is it?
I'm not sure. He may be extra.
Didn't Theo say that he was from Texas?
Yeah, he's from Texas. There's a song called "It's Everyday Bro," and one of the guys, he's from, I guess, England, and he's like, "England is my city," and he's like, everybody's like, "England is not."
Okay. No, I did that in the wrong order. Oh, no.
What day is it today?
Thursday here.
Oh.
So that might be Friday for you.
It's still Thursday here. Same.
Let me just.
Friday. Whoop whoop.
I'm just trying to find.
Oh, hey Almighty, I think regarding the utility of the sword, I wonder if an extra guard above the electrical stuff would be good. I imagine Theo goes to block another blade and it slides down the electronics and severs or damages it immediately.
So my line of thinking on this is that the electrical field that is produced works both offensively and defensively, in that it will because it's it's basic electromagnetism, right? So like whenever another metallic object comes into range of it, it can either deflect or attract depending on the user's kind of preference or settings, depending how they've set the field up to react against different things. So there. But that's definitely a good suggestion. I just don't really have time to do it right now. Trying to find reference to this sensor. Reference of a sensor.
Boo. How's this scar? Any more kicking off?
Give me 2 minutes.
It may not translate, so I'll just erase the whole thing off of it and give you that version as well.
Yeah, I can try that. What's the worst that can happen, right?
Alright, I'll make a completely erased version as well and give that to you.
I'll give this one a go and see what happens. That's it. Sensors. That's what I was looking at. A thing. I'm looking at a thing.
I'm gonna head to bed.
Night,
Catch you later. Thank
See
you for
guys
coming.
later.
So, yeah,
Bye.
night.
So, one. What?
He said, does this go on for long? This is boring. Well, normally...
Oh, this is like hours.
Yeah. Normally I talk a lot more, but I'm currently...
Working for me.
Yes. So I have to focus because I can't be arsed to go find my cable for my tablet, so I have to erase this with a mouse.
Who thinks it's boring anyway?
Wafa.
Rafa.
Well, I mean, I don't know how he can consider this boring. Like, he tells us so much about his life that this must be really exciting for him. Right, man. You want to bring it to me? I can take it. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
The slime.
Do 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 do. Okay.
What up?
Oh.
Oh, did you send me another thing?
No, Waffle was asking you a question. I think you have him muted still.
Oh yeah, I've got him muted because of the feedback.
Yeah. I think he's good now. He's good now. He's asking you.
Alright, hang on. I'll unmute. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Seriously, I was talking to myself the whole time. That's not funny.
Sorry, man.
Well, I was curious about what you were doing. No.
Oh, okay. I'm making Theo's offhand weapon right now.
Oh. Cool. Saw the feed and I wasn't sure.
Well, that's just the World Cup. We're gonna make a football.
Football. What? No.
What?
No, it's
What?
just a ball at their feet. I was just taking the piss.
Well, that's true. Yes. No, 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 no. Bad Photoshop. Don't do that.
I'm not that guy that was muted. Show some respect, please.
Huh? Huh? There's the clean version, guys.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I'm gonna try the other one first. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm glad it helped you write an actual application, TMNT.
Oh, thanks, Marco. I'm not effective though.
You are when you want to be.
Yeah. And silent. I'm mostly silent.
Plotting our demise.
Everyone's.
Catching up.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I mean, me being here is quite an exception. Not likely to happen anymore.
What's that?
Me being here.
Oh.
On stream and such.
How come? How come you're not gonna be here again?
Because it's really late.
Alright.
In the night and not my type. Maybe on Saturday.
Okay. Please do come back on Saturday.
You're welcome anytime.
And you can seduce the stream in Spanish.
You will just mute me like you did before and forget to unmute me while you.
Yeah. So what?
No, nothing. I just want to know.
Like, I just want you to know as well. You're not special. I've done that to other people.
I am special.
You're special in my heart, Waffle.
Yeah, I do that. What was that?
I don't know. Sounds like somebody zipping something.
Yeah.
Do. Let's see. Can I seduce the stream with my bagpipes? I mean...
No one's gonna try and stop you.
Nobody's gonna make the attempt. They can just, like, all really they can do is, like, walk away. I mean, you're welcome to give it a shot, is all I have to say on the subject.
I just need to update Joe. I flattened a bunch of shit and made the edges sharper.
Made the edges.
This is how we make art. Basic shape. Basic shapes everywhere.
Yeah. Every drawing is just a combination of straight lines, curves, and something else.
Triangles?
Squiggles.
That's
Straight lines,
that-
curves, and squiggles.
It's incredibly insightful.
Uh,
I don't think I've ever heard a more accurate description of artwork.
I don't know TMNT. I don't understand the guy.
What is Almighty muttering about? Oh, he's sending Joe constant updates about the sword.
Yeah, I told Joe that he may be going to bed, but I'd keep him informed.
I'm so sure he shut off his phone by now.
You better not have.
Did you find a action, Raph?
What action?
Accent.
Accent? What accent?
Yeah.
Or was I looking for an accent?
You said you were looking for an accent that was similar to mine on YouTube.
Oh, no I didn't. I rewatched your SOGs.
Okay.
Tom Jones.
That's okay. I will get used to it.
Rafa doesn't think I sound Welsh.
Well, no, I don't.
What
Well,
point of reference is
for-
Rafa using?
A video
YouTube
of a guy.
videos about speaking Welsh.
No, not really, but some sort of accent coach telling wannabe actors to mock the Welsh accent, and they didn't sound like you at all.
Well, actors who aren't native Welsh speakers, like Welsh accent users, probably are using it based on what they think it sounds like, and not what it actually sounds like.
I don't know. The Welsh accent speaking English doesn't sound anything like Welsh when they're actually speaking Welsh. It's weird like that.
Such a
Wow.
language, Welsh.
My Spanish doesn't sound Catalan when I speak it, and I speak Catalan too. It's a trait from the Catalan people, actually.
Lamp. This is a Tide bleach pod.
What?
It's a detergent pod.
I guess that's probably what it looks like.
Yeah.
Come to wash corruption out of the galaxy.
Brand new Tide corruption cleaner.
Black Persil on the side of it.
It doesn't sound Mexican, Oswald. How can I sound Mexican?
Because people can't tell the difference between Spanish and Mexican.
Yeah, that's
Funny that
painful.
one.
That's painful.
Well, for instance, I can say the Americans can tell the difference between Spain and Mexico.
I mean, it's not an incorrect statement.
Americans can't
Thanks.
tell the difference between most things normally.
Yeah.
Gladly got the joke.
No, I was just catching up with chat. Behind.
He's kind of slow. It's okay.
TMNT can tell the
Yeah.
difference.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
He's
Good for
Texan.
him.
Well, Texas is pretty close too. I think that they would use Spanish a lot more in Texas. Yeah.
Well, they go Tex-Mex, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have Chipotle, don't they? So that's Mexican.
I'm not sure.
Totes Mexican.
Chipotle specifically, I don't know. But yeah, just because Texas is so close to Mexico, I guess you would be used to how they sound if you're from Texas.
But then would you know how a Spanish person sounds?
If they don't sound like Mexican, I would assume.
They sound like Rafa. So yes,
saying
I know
Chipotle
how
is-
a Spanish person sounds.
Saying
Russian does not
Chipotle.
sound Spanish, but you know.
Saying Chipotle is Mexican is like saying Taco Bell is Mexican. Says
I
Aussie.
mean,
Taco Bell isn't Mexican.
No, it's American.
I disagree.
I don't know. We're a long way from Mexico, in fairness. Closest thing we have is Oaxaca.
Wahana?
Oaxaca, for a restaurant chain that sells Mexican food.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Wakanda?
so they claim.
Yeah, like you could tell the difference from actual Mexican food, right?
Exactly.
It's the same here. I mean, we have Mexican restaurants ourselves, and we can say if it's Mexican or not. Because we're not Mexican, mind you.
I do like Spanish food though. Good.
Hmm.
I like the
Tomato.
seafood dishes.
Tomato everywhere. Son of
Look at all this tomato.
Ooh,
Or
that reminds
tomato.
me of. Oh yeah, how you go? How your Brits go? Tomato.
Potato, potato.
Personally, but it varies from place to place.
Wait, say tomato?
I say tomato. So.
Wait, let's go. Say tomato.
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 No, like with the, like specifically tomato.
We invented the language. Don't forget that.
No, I just want to hear you say tomato.
No tomatoes.
You will listen to us, you insolent fucking.
No.
Those damned colonials.
Like you will listen to us. How about no?
You rebel.
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Potatoes. I like potatoes. Potatoes make really good soup.
Leek and potato soup. Very good.
I like
Yep.
potato soup.
That's an incredibly Welsh soup.
Well,
Go over here, it's a loaded baked potato soup.
shit, what they call it? Cow.
Cow?
Cow.
Beef?
It's a Welsh soup.
You mean beef soup?
No, cowl. COWL.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or CAWL. Whatever. I don't know. Not
Or the
actually
way-
Welsh, don't forget.
Hey, it's May.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. That's a long lip on that corner.
Or the way they say basil. Basil.
Basil.
Basil. Basil.
Well,
Basil.
whoop-de-doo, Basil, but what does it all mean? Yeah, so in English, we have long and short sounds for vowels. In American, you just have long sounds.
English,
Like-
English.
When you say English, you mean proper English?
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I mean the reason I say that is because like whenever you install software, it's like, which language do you speak? American English?
My thing is like this. They're this basically the same right now. Like, it's
No, they're not.
Like they're
No, they're
that
not.
diff-
No, they're not.
No, there's a lot of differences.
I will never. Whenever I have to pick because sometimes they'll just be like, you just pick the British English one, and I'm just like, okay, I don't see the difference.
Oh, we do.
Well,
For example-
somebody should learn to be more flexible.
For example, most words that end with "eyes," like Americanized, for example, we would spell it with an S as the correct spelling.
Yeah.
Or there's anything that would have a U in it, you've removed the U. so like color, for example.
Armor. Color.
Yeah, armor, color.
Sometimes I use S instead of Z. It depends. It depends on the word. May, why did you have to read my application?
It was sweet.
It was cute.
I
Guys.
realized the Brits go Well, I was watching this show, this Marvel show from Netflix, Luke Cage. By the way, Netflix is not sponsoring this stream.
Really good.
That's such a
Thanks for the
BBC thing
protection,
to
Rafa.
say, man. I love it.
And they go Luke Cage, and I realized it sounded like Luke and not like Luke. So I assumed it was something that the Brits do.
Luke.
You go Luke or Luke.
Luke.
Luke. There's a like double O kind of sound to it. Luke.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So no Luke. I just made that up.
We say Luke.
Yeah, we say Luke.
Everyone says Luke, but me.
Sometimes,
The thing
sometimes.
is with British accents, right? It's really weird. We're such a small country, but accents will differentiate quite wildly. From
Literally
even,
city to city.
Yeah, and not even that, within 6 miles. So very, very short distances, we'll end up with different accents, different cities, and yeah, there'll be there's hundreds of different accents in the UK, and everyone ends up with a mismatch of them as a result.
Rich doesn't pronounce the T's either. He just says cities as cities.
Cities. No, I am saying cities. Just I speak quite quickly.
The British.
I mean,
British.
America just told Britain, I'm gonna take the U out of my life. Oh.
Oh, you know.
Oh, TMNT.
Oh, now we have 2.
Freaking flies, I mean, there's millions of the bastards.
I have none.
But they only live like 24 hours or like a week.
Flies?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, little insects.
Why?
It really doesn't help when they're right here, right now, being a problem. And not exactly gonna wait a week for it to die.
I mean, it doesn't live that long. Let it live its best life.
We don't have flies yet. But again, I live in 30th floor, so I guess they die before they reach this place.
That's fucking excellent.
Are those mayflies?
That's mayflies.
I don't think May would appreciate being swatted.
No. I'll swat back.
Swatted in which term? Turn of phrase. Swatted like streamer swatted or swatted like...
Swatted and slapped.
Yeah, okay.
Slap with a swatter.
What?
Is it?
Yeah. With a swatter. Yeah, one of the electrified swatters.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh, you guys have an electrified too? Isn't that a cattle prod?
You don't have those?
We have them.
I don't think they're called that here. I think they're called bug zappers. You mean you just hang them up, right? And they just...
No.
No.
They look like a.
They look like tennis rackets.
A tennis racket, yeah.
We don't have... The ones we swing aren't electrified.
Yeah,
Go.
Take batteries, they're electrified, so you can
Yeah.
electrify flies.
and it's
No!
it's hilarious. It's hilarious watching people go, "This can't really hurt that much, can it?" And then they put their finger on it.
That's probably the reason why we don't have those here.
We have them here.
I've never seen them in my life.
I have them.
Why?
They're just like a tiny tennis racket. You press a button and it zaps.
And then you got full Jedi.
I always swing them too hard and break them.
Your boyfriend gets you mad, you're just gonna be like, okay. You go into the back of the fly swatter. Now listen here!
Me and you, we need to have words.
We need to have a conversation. Now sit down in front of this non-existent coffee table.
And my coffee table.
What happened to the coffee table?
Her boyfriend won't
I'm
buy her
waiting
one.
for it.
Oh.
I'm
He's,
waiting for it.
he's too interested in trying to grow his Twitch stream. He has what, like 5 followers now?
Stop!
Yeah, it's like 30.
Oh, he's good.
Oh. It was fun when we raided his stream. I had fun then.
His stats probably went up really high, and then Twitch had to be like, "Is he hacking?"
Oh god damn!
Doo-doo-doo.
Right.
I want you to do your own thing, Almighty. But have you seen the game Warframe? There's a character in it called Hero. He's interesting and has something similar.
I have seen Warframe.
Warframe's amazing. Now that's a very small indie team that's done incredibly well for themselves.
Definitely. Look, it's Osville's face.
Digital exchange.
Yeah, Osville's face is still on the bottom of the sword.
See, but that's the thing, TMNT. I feel like you're big enough to handle touching a cattle prod. If I touch a cattle prod, I'm gonna be sent to the next county.
What is that? What's that
What?
on the bottom of the sword?
Osville's face.
What?
I don't even remember like how or why it happened, but it happened. Oh, Omega.
Yeah.
The background isn't black.
It's not. It should be. What?
It's not black. Hang on, I will open it up in Photoshop and take a
Yeah.
look. See.
It's not black, it's blick.
Oh, it is not black. It's very dark. Here,
Right,
let me-
I can fix it on my end real quick.
Okay.
What are we talking
Fine, it's fine.
And the color of the background wasn't. I thought I had default settings set. Default.
about? I'm so confused.
The color was not black. It was just very close to black for this background image.
Oh.
Let me go ahead and do it because that's a flattened image.
Okay, fine. Be quick.
Okay, fine, Omega. Lee sounds disappointed.
I am
He wants to do it.
disappointed.
Okay. Whoa.
Is it Ignis or Ignus?
Ignis.
Why did he say Ignus then?
Okay. I know how to fix this.
Oh, so it's no, I couldn't read that. How do you say that the name of the sword? How do you pronounce it? Cerilius?
Kyrillus Ignis.
Cerilius. Cerulia.
Yeah, it just means like blue fire.
Yeah.
The blue flame, that kind of thing.
I don't struggle that much with Latin.
Oh. There we go. Indeed. Expands by 2 pixels. Modify.
Poo poo.
That is so random, TMNT.
That. What'd he do? Is he upsetting people? Let me kick him out.
No, he said, so, you know what sucks about being big? I can't get drunk. One night I had over 20 shots of tequila and didn't end up drunk.
Sounds like shit
I'm
tequila. No, it is a thing though. Like I'm not quite as tall as you. I'm 6'2", and I've always had this thing where like everyone around me is getting totally wasted, and I'll just be like merry, like just happy and chilled out. No matter how much I drink, you know, like people are like, dude, how are you even walking around? I'm like, what do you mean? Feel great.
Definitely, I'm the designated driver.
You don't drink?
At all.
Have you ever
Nothing.
tried?
No. Well, yeah. You have tried. I don't like it.
What did you try?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
What
And I
drink
didn't like
did
it.
you try?
I don't know. I've tried wine.
Oh,
I've tried
Omega, I needed
beer.
I needed the one with the
With
Oh,
the-
the other one there. Okay.
Oh my god, the latency. Keep
with
talking, please.
with that weird shit.
the sauces. Okay.
Yeah, with
The one
with the, yeah, with those that shit.
I think you guys been spending too much time together.
What?
Omega, I need the Omega goes. The okay, got it.
Okay, while I'm waiting for Omega to, stop slacking, I will
Get the.
detail some other shit.
May is pushing people to drink. No, I'm not. What are you talking
No.
about?
No one can push me to drink.
May's a bad influence.
May is bad. May is the worst influence.
What?
Can't push me to drink. I always drink too much.
Can't push me to do something I already do.
It's a work night and I'm already on finished one bottle of wine anyway.
Sheesh.
My wife's a tough drinker though.
I've never had an alcohol before.
You should stay away from alcohol.
Britain has a very
one
heavy
whole-
drinking culture.
One
People
whole alcohol
underestimate how
and
heavy
during.
we drink.
Oh yeah.
It
It's
is
always
completely
fun going to
accepted in
GDC
Britain most
and going drinking with Americans. It's fucking amazing.
times.
Especially when they're all like, "Oh yeah, bro, I can drink." It's like, no.
do that accent again.
What?
The American accent. Do that again.
Shh. Shh.
Oswald is like, did someone say drink? Happy face.
Sangria. Huh.
Part of me really does want to go drinking with Osville, but I don't want him to die.
Yeah, tough call.
Osville's just sat there like, you can't tell me how to live my life.
Yeah, we need to meet up and go drink. It'd be fun.
Yeah, I could go drinking with you, and then be bored in like 10 minutes. But okay.
Well, I don't know why you would think that you would be bored, because it's not like drinking is the only thing that we'd be doing.
No, yeah, you'd be chatting and playing.
Oswald said,
No,
"I don't drink
socializing.
hard liquor, so I will die."
Poor guy.
He said he doesn't drink hard liquor, so he will die.
I have a big bottle of scotch behind my monitor. It calls to me. I must ignore.
Drunk modeling.
Oh, that's always
That's
fun.
modern.
What are you doing now, Lee?
Just adding some detailing for like the padding that goes under the
Dida?
You're not talking to Omega now.
Listen here, fuckos.
Well, to be honest, I probably couldn't be able to code and talk to retards at the same time. I mean, us.
My grandpa's cooking team is sponsored by Jack Daniels, so he always has a few bottles of that.
Jack Daniels is
Who's
not Scotch.
Huh.
No, it's sour mash.
Yeah, Jack Daniels is like I don't know, caffeinated piss water.
I drink that. I call it Coca-Cola.
You say you don't drink.
I drink Coca-Cola.
That's probably worse than
Pepsi.
alcohol, to be fair, Rafa.
Sorry, what?
Coca-Cola is probably worse than alcohol.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, probably
definitely. I mean, my whole digestive system is shit.
My whole digestive tract's all kinds of fucked.
Yeah. What's that?
TMNT said, you know, I used to hate my tumor, but it grew on me.
I'm pretty sure Red Hot Chili Peppers came out with that kind of thing. They said people usually don't like us at first, but we grow on them like a fungus.
Oswald said, I think he likes Jack and Coke. I think Oswald's talking about you, a centaur.
No, he was talking about Lee because he said he was caffeinated. I don't drink Jack and Coke. Plus, he said think, not drink, by the way.
Oh, I think he thinks Jack and Coke.
How are we getting on, Omega?
Yeah, I got it. I'm waiting for Photoshop to stop being stupid.
I too dislike when Photoshop is stupid.
Hey, so do you guys ever feel like you have to stop yourselves from doing too much on characters? Because if you don't, you'll just be working on the one endlessly.
I mean, like there always has to be an end point. Like you have to learn when to stop like fiddling and move on to the next stage.
Yeah, why are you done with Theo already? What are you doing?
Well, I'm waiting for Omega.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
That one's dark blue as well, Omega.
I know, it didn't export the right one. Okay, listen here, you little.
Is it just me, or is this a bit too big for a one-handed sword?
That's what she said.
I mean, like, I can scale it, that's fine. But also bear in mind, like, the world that these characters are in may not follow, like, the conventional laws of physics. Materials things are made out of may not be what we're used to having on Earth, you know, that kind of stuff.
Made up BS, mostly. Hey!
You heard that?
Yeah.
Like, everyone on the planet heard that.
Ignore the file name.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this one's dark blue as well, but I will have a...
Whoa, are you
Oh no,
okay,
this one's
TMNT?
fine. This one's fine. Neat.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Theo supposed to go like Orlando Bloom on that film and kiss a sword before the fight starts?
That was a terrible film, and I think you should stop talking about it.
I can do whatever I want.
I only said I think. I didn't say you have to.
Oh, that reminds me. You suggested some films I should watch.
I did.
Yeah, Office Space. And
Oh, Office Space is fucking amazing.
There's another one, but I don't remember the name.
There's one called Office Space, and there's one called Waiting.
Waiting.
This is
See,
frustrating.
it says Ignus, not Ignis.
Yeah. I copied it from before. It said Ignis. Us with a U.
Yeah, Ignus. Well, Ignus, because it's Latin, and you should know how to pronounce it. So yeah.
You coming to Rafa?
Yeah, come here, everyone. That's why I'm not in the stream. I'm not allowed to join the stream.
You're always allowed to
getting the positioning right on this is painful.
We may have to change it if it's not spelled right. Hold on.
Oh man, you can do it.
Let me see.
Weird. It's gonna be like off center.
Sorry, is that a center?
I said it's off center.
Oh,
It's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be off center because of the caps. Not sure I like that.
I like the font, by the way.
Thank you. I tried really hard to find a good one.
Yeah, the font's
Oh,
fine.
you chose it?
The font's fine. It's just
Let me... We'll have to edit it anyway. Give me a second. Apparently, I spelled it wrong.
Come on.
Oh, do you even speak Latin?
No. Listen here, TMNT. Listen here, listen here. If I could scroll up into the beginning of the chat, I would, because I made sure that it was spelled correctly. No, yeah.
I remember I once asked my aunt if she could read German, and the jerk started reading German. And I said, I'm not getting anything. And she said, I don't know German, but I can read it. Yeah, I hear her.
Wait. Hold on, Almighty. I edit the thingy, because apparently it's spelled wrong.
Well, you say Ignus means nothing. Ignis means flame, and I assume Igni means flames.
I'm not about close enough. I don't do close enough. I do what's done.
Yeah, Lee, you have to stop. The letters are wrong.
I can do the first fucking word.
Yeah.
Okay, let Lee finish, and when he's done, tell him the letters are wrong. After like 15 minutes of putting them into sword.
I can do the first word. I mean, they're going to be backwards on this side because mirroring. But...
By the way, did you use English grammar for the name of the sword? Because I don't think it's Carolius Ignis, but Ignis Carolius. And I'm being ignored.
If it were, if it
I mean,
were to
we-
be,
we're-
if it were to be, if it was going to be Ignis first, then it would be Ignifer, I think. Yeah, it would be Ignifer, which would be bearing fire that is blue.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I mean, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, it's fine, man.
There are only so many fucks one can give about this stuff. In the end, we can just blame Omega.
No. um.
Let's play pinball.
Oh, apparently there's a release date for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, season 13.
Hey.
Coming on September the 5th. Excitement. I think I may need to make the blade even higher poly than it already is. Let's try that.
Turbo mode enabled. Turbo mode enabled. Let's play pinball.
When the time comes, be ready. Don't you hesitate. There's nobody left in the world who could ever shake my faith. Holding me back, holding this back. Don't you see?
Phew. Okay.
Now it's all on me.
Shit.
What's up?
I'm dumb. Really dumb.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah?
the first step is to realize the problem.
Yep. Yep. Give it up. Oh, here we go with the crashing.
Oh no.
It's alright, it's going to take its time to think about this.
Yeah, the stream is. Oh no, it's good. Never mind.
Yeah, it's I was just unfreezing some subdivisions, and that usually fucking dies. Yeah.
What does it mean to freeze a subdivision, Almighty?
Basically, it brings the mesh down to the lowest subdivision and allows you to do operations like deleting portions of the mesh or splitting the mesh down into different subtools and stuff. And then when you unfreeze the subdivision levels, it then recalculates like the subdivisions that already were there now that parts of the mesh are missing.
Okay.
Essentially, it reorders the vertices. Probably the simplest explanation.
You could have said that to begin with.
Apparently, even the stream crashed.
It's a bit. No, the stream didn't crash. It's just ZBrush thinking about things.
Yeah, you're offline right now, Almighty.
You're not streaming. What do you do?
I think maybe
Die.
yeah. ZBrush took all the CPU power, so now OBS can't run.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, we're back.
Are we back? ZBrush still hasn't finished, so...
I guess it's almost done.
Oh. I was wondering for like a whole minute who left.
Mm.
It was me.
Yeah, I mean, it's still calculating. So, however long that takes, I don't know how long that's going to take, but it's definitely working hard.
ZBrush is trying its best. Everybody root for ZBrush.
Doing its best.
Oh, speaking of, hey, Almighty.
What up?
We have 25 minutes left.
Yay!
Oh, at last. I mean, this is long.
You're not even the one doing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell are you doing? Three hours.
Cool, refreshing glass of juice. In the words of Dave Chappelle, the fuck is juice? I want that purple drink.
Oh man, juice is cool.
I'm pretty sure.
Hey man, you heard of this juice shit?
I don't know Dave Chappelle that much.
Oh, he's incredible. You'd like him.
Yeah, I mean, I think I know who we're talking about, but haven't watched much of his stand-up.
Well, he used to have a show. He doesn't anymore. He's recently done some like stand-up specials on Netflix. But Yeah, like he literally like he just like left the spotlight for like 10 years or something. He just went, I'm done, and just left. But yeah, he's very, very good at bringing to light like controversial subjects and situations with good humor, and he is very good at making sure that like nobody is safe. So like he's perfectly happy to make fun of black people just as much as white people and Hispanics and stuff like that. Like all for their own individual biases, basically.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
ZBrush is doing that hard math.
Oh, it's just crazy, absolutely crazy.
I wonder how many units ZBrush will push if it switches to GPU.
Oh man, I don't even want to think. Like, the thing is, there's some things you just can't do in parallel though. Like the reason why GPUs are really, really good at doing shaders, like or rendering stuff in real time, like in games and stuff, is because basically when you want to apply a shader to a model or like a screen space thing, so like any pixel on a screen or whatever, every single pixel uses the same math. It just has a different input, like a different input value. And so, because everything has the same math, you can basically go like, oh, this graphics card has fucking like 2 billion CUDA cores. Let's just run like this same operation across all of those CUDA cores. So like it basically processes 2 billion pixels worth of math, like all at the same time, and just hands you the result. But it becomes more difficult to do that when you're doing things like what ZBrush is doing right now, where it's talking about like vertex orders and stuff. Because if you say like, okay, I want this core to handle a bunch of verts, I want this core to handle another bunch of verts, I want that core to handle another bunch of verts. Like, how does each processor know whether or not it's put things in the correct order in relation to the other processors?
Math.
So TMNT, what it's thinking about right now is I did this free subdivision thing, which is an important step to do for the thing that I was doing. So freezing the subdivision layers or levels is something that you need to do if you're going to be splitting parts of the mesh off into separate subtools. Yeah, so I've split the thing off, and then I'm unfreezing those subdivision levels. And what it's basically doing is reordering all of the vertices for like the high poly mesh. So there's a lot of verts for it to go through. Just waiting for it.
Just doing math.
In the meantime, do we have any questions or anything that I can answer?
Yo, peeps, you got like 20 minutes. What you want to ask? I'm sorry, that was rude. Hey, does everybody have questions that they want to ask us?
Yeah, try to be nice. My God, this night is so hot. I have a fan to my face and I'm sweating. Reach is scrolling.
Sorry. I moved.
Markokins, that may be the case, but you didn't win the bidding war.
That's harsh.
Hmm.
I mean, what's the focus on the flame when it doesn't have a flame?
Just a name, man.
Okay. Just bring it up. Issues.
Lots of people name their swords stupid things, you know?
Yeah, like anything.
Like
Like
Joffrey,
gun.
Joffrey called his sword fucking woman, widow's wail or something, and then he fucking died.
GGEs.
Honestly, that was like the happiest chapter of the book for me to read. It was so good, so well written.
Well, in the end, not everyone can win always, all the time.
Very true.
That's basically the idea behind the whole Ice and Fire song looks like.
Well, in the Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
Yeah, there you go.
Markokins? Yes.
Why not? I should.
Hmm.
I should, because I'm melting right here. Who's next, Lee?
Who's next?
Who's next to model on stream? You're making the
I'm making a really
dwarf, right?
yeah. I'm making a fat dwarf drunken engineer.
Glug glug.
He's gonna be
Hang out
awesome.
for that one.
I'm
Will
really
that
looking
be,
forward to that. It may get a little bit emotional, but I'm still looking forward to it. Some of like, oh, come on, ZBrush, no. Wait for the
Did
program
it?
to respond. No.
You're gonna have to sit there. You have to wait for it.
Yeah.
Is there a separate team doing the item art?
No.
I don't think so.
Not right now.
Nope.
We haven't even like started doing the item art.
We're so slow.
We are super slow. This is the slowest. The slowest people.
We'll get there eventually. Keep plugging along.
Man, I think I might actually have to just like close ZBrush because I think it's dead.
I mean, it still has the chance to come back, right?
No, it did the thing again. Look. Thanks, ZBrush. I'm gonna kill ZBrush.
No.
It's okay. It's okay. We can recover from this.
Goodbye, ZBrush.
You will be missed. Now we'll see Lee's background with.
No, you
many
won't.
appropriate things.
You'll see 3DS Max.
Oh. Darn.
You've seen Lee's background before.
Yeah, I think we did in this stream, by the way. Something with trees and things, maybe.
No, that's not my
Yep.
background.
I don't know, might be.
Did you save your work?
It auto saved shortly before the crash, so it's okay. Try it this way. Why
The
did I
ZBrush
do that?
executable is not responding. If you close the program, you might lose information. Bloop. Ah. Oh man, I want cake.
Who doesn't?
Right?
Terrorists. That's who.
I feel like cake is one of those pure things that everybody can enjoy.
But not
people.
terrorists.
I have a friend who's like really adverse to sweet things. Like he's like apparently really sensitive to it. And so he's like, I can't eat sweet things, so if I ever get something sweet, you can have it. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
So you take him
How can
everywhere
you
to eat,
how can you
right?
dislike sweet things when you are so?
Oh man, the brand new Overwatch hero was revealed. It's a hamster and a death ball.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Hold on, listen to the video. There you go.
Oh, come on, ZBrush, why are you doing this to me?
By the way, Almighty Booth is asking what was your inspiration for Theo's design?
I honestly don't know. Like, someone just told me like Theo is like a paladin, crusader type character, and I was like, with sci-fi armor, that's neat, and then just got to work. I'm just trying to figure out why ZBrush is being a complete butthole right now.
Look, man, sometimes you just gotta. That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
It's probably tight. Let's go to bed.
Oh man, it didn't. It literally just straight up disappeared. ZBrush just straight up disappeared. So I think I'm gonna have to call an early end to the stream and fucking sort this shit out, and then just update people with pictures when it's done. So I'm terribly sorry, everyone. Like you'll probably see it on the stream in a second. Literally, ZBrush just vanished when I clicked on the model. So yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, sorry everybody. I hope you have a great evening.
Apparently, even the stream crashed.
It's a bit. No, the stream didn't crash. It's just ZBrush
They're
thinking
saying in
about
chat.
things.
Yeah, you're offline right now, Manny.
You're not streaming. What do you do?
I think maybe
Die.
yeah. ZBrush took all the CPU power, so now OBS can't run.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, we're back.
Are we back? ZBrush still hasn't finished, so.
I guess it's almost done.
was wondering for like a whole minute who left.
Mm,
It was me.
Yeah, I mean, it's still calculating. So, however long that takes, I don't know how long that's going to take, but it's definitely working hard.
ZBrush is trying its best. Everybody root for ZBrush.
Doing its best.
Oh, speaking of, hey,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
What up?
We have 25 minutes left.
Yay!
Oh, at last. I mean, this is long.
You're not even the
You
one
go for
doing
free.
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell are you doing? Three
A
hours.
cool, refreshing glass of juice. In the words of Dave Chappelle, the fuck is juice? I want that purple drink.
Oh man, this is cool.
I'm pretty sure.
Hey man, you heard of
Rich
this juice shit?
I don't know Dave Chappelle that much.
Oh,
So
he's
that's
incredible. You'd like him.
Yeah, I mean, I think I know who we're talking about, but haven't watched much of his stand-up.
Well, he used to have a show. He doesn't anymore. He's recently done some like stand-up specials on Netflix. Ba-bam. But yeah, like he literally like he just like left the spotlight for like 10 years or something. He just went, I'm done, and just left. But yeah, he's very, very good at bringing to light like controversial subjects and situations with good humor, and he is very good at making sure that like nobody is safe. So like he's perfectly happy to make fun of black people just as much as white people and Hispanics and stuff like that. Like all for their own individual biases, basically.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
ZBrush is doing that hard math.
Oh, it's just crazy, absolutely crazy.
I wonder how many units ZBrush will push if it switches to GPU.
Oh man, I don't even I don't even want to think. Like, the thing is, there's some things you just can't do in parallel though. Like the reason why GPUs are really good at doing shaders, like or rendering stuff in real time, like in games and stuff, is because basically when you want to apply a shader to a model or like a screen space thing, so like any pixel on a screen or whatever, every single pixel uses the same math, it just has a different input, like a different input value. And so because everything has the same math, you can basically go like, oh, this graphics card has fucking like 2 billion CUDA cores, let's just run like this same operation across all of those CUDA cores. So like it basically processes, 2 billion pixels worth of math, like all at the same time, and just hands you the result. But it becomes more difficult to do that when you're doing things like what ZBrush is doing right now, where it's talking about like vertex orders and stuff, because if you say like, okay, I want this core to handle a bunch of verts, I want this core to handle another bunch of verts, I want that core to handle another bunch of verts, like how does each processor know whether or not it's put things in the correct order in relation to the other processors?
Math.
So TMNT, what it's thinking about right now is, I did this free subdivision thing, which is an important step to do for the thing that I was doing. So freezing the subdivision layers or levels is something that you need to do if you're going to be splitting parts of the mesh off into separate subtools. Yeah, so I've split the thing off, and then I'm unfreezing those subdivision levels. And what it's basically doing is reordering all of the vertices for like the high poly mesh. So there's a lot of verts for it to go through. Just waiting for it.
Just doing math.
In the meantime, do we have any questions or anything that I can answer?
Yo, peeps, you got like 20 minutes. What you want to ask? I'm sorry, that was rude. Hey, does everybody have questions that they want to ask us?
Yeah, try to be nice. My God, this night is so hot. I have a fan to my face and I'm sweating. Reach is scrolling.
Sorry. I moved.
Markokins, that may be the case, but you didn't win the bidding war.
That's harsh.
Hmm.
I mean, what's the focus on the flame when it doesn't have a flame?
Just a name, man.
Okay. Just bringing up issues.
Lots of people name their swords stupid things, you know?
Yeah, like anything.
Like
gun.
Joffrey called his sword fucking Widow's Wail or something, and then he fucking died.
GGEs.
Honestly, that was like the happiest chapter of the book for me to read. It was so good. So well written.
Well, in the end, not everyone can win always, all the time.
Very true.
That's basically the idea behind the whole Ice and Fire song looks like.
Well, in the Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
Yeah, there you go.
Markokins? Yes.
Why not? I should. I should, because I'm melting right here. Who's next, Lee?
Who's next?
Who's next to model on stream? You're making the.
I'm making a really.
Dwarf, right?
Yeah, I'm making a fat dwarf drunken engineer.
Glug glug.
He's gonna be
Hang out
awesome.
for that one.
I'm
Will
really
that
looking
be,
forward to that. It may get a little bit emotional, but I'm still looking forward to it. Some of like, oh, come on, ZBrush, no. Wait for the program to respond. No.
You're gonna have to sit there. You have to wait for it.
Yeah.
Is there a separate team doing the item art?
No. Not right now.
Nope.
We haven't even like started doing the item art.
We're so slow.
We are super slow. This is the slowest. The slowest people.
We'll get there eventually. Keep plugging along.
Man, I think I might actually have to just like close ZBrush because I think it's dead.
I mean, it still has the chance to come back, right?
No, it did the thing again. Look. Thanks, ZBrush. I'm gonna kill ZBrush.
No.
It's okay. It's okay. We can recover from this.
Goodbye, ZBrush.
You will be missed. Now we'll see Lee's background with.
No, you
the
won't.
appropriate things.
You'll see 3DS Max.
Oh. Darn.
You've seen Lee's background before.
Yeah, I think we did in this stream, by the way. Something with trees and things, maybe.
No, that's not my
Yeah.
background.
I don't know, might be.
Did you save your work?
It auto saved shortly before the crash, so it's okay. Try this way. Why did I
ZBrush
do that?
executable is not responding. If you close the program, you might lose information. Bloop. Ah. Oh man, I want cake.
Who doesn't?
Right?
Terrorists. That's who.
I feel like cake is one of those pure things that everybody can enjoy. Well,
But not
people-
terrorists.
I have a friend who's like really adverse to sweet things. Like he's like apparently really sensitive to it. And so he's like, I can't eat sweet things, so if I ever get something sweet, you can have it. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
So you take him.
How can
everywhere to eat,
you
right?
dislike sweet things when you are so?
Oh man, the brand new Overwatch hero was revealed. It's a hamster and a death ball.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Hold on, listen to the video. There you go.
Oh, come on, ZBrush, why are you doing this to me?
By the way, Almighty Booth is asking what was your inspiration for Theo's design?
I honestly don't know. Like, someone just told me like Theo is like a paladin, crusader type character, and I was like, with sci-fi armor, that's neat, and then just got to work. I'm just trying to figure out why ZBrush is being a complete butthole right now.
Look, man, sometimes you just gotta. That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
It's probably tight. Let's go to bed.
Oh man, it didn't. It literally just straight up disappeared. ZBrush just straight up disappeared. So I think I'm gonna have to call an early end to the stream and fucking sort this shit out, and then just update people with pictures when it's done. So I'm terribly sorry, everyone. Like you'll probably see it on the stream in a second. Literally, ZBrush just vanished when I clicked on the model. So yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, sorry everybody. I hope you have a great evening.